Hi friends, this is Nitin Kulkarni from Xmetric Solutions. In this video training of F5 Big IP LTM configuration, we are going to learn how to configure and verify virtual server and pools. So let us start. The lab objective of this training is understanding the lab setup, documenting virtual server pools and member server details, configuring pools for internal web servers, configuring virtual servers and associating them with a pool, and finally verifying functionality, testing and verification. So the lab which we have set here is this is the lab. So this is a server 1 whose IP address is 172.16.10.11, hosting two services 80 and 443. In this part 1 we are going to concentrate only on the port 80. Server 2 172.16.10.12 port 80, and server 3 172.16.10.13 port 80. So these are the three servers which we are going to use for the load balancing, and those are connected to the internal VLAN. This is the F5 Big IP LTM local traffic manager box, whose interface 1.1 is connected to the internal VLAN, whose self IP will be 172.16.10.2 and floating IP will be 172.16.10.1. The interface 1.2 is connected to the external VLAN, whose self IP is 100.100.100.2 and floating IP is 100.100.100.1. Ethernet 0, which is the management port, whose IP is 192.168.10.245, and management PC is connected to that port, whose IP is 192.168.10.10. So from this PC we are going to access the F5 through the GUI. These are the two internet users whose IP address will be 100.100.100.11 and 100.12. So these two are acting as the external users who are accessing our virtual servers through the internet cloud. Now what we need to configure is basically virtual server and the pool. Now let us prepare the configuration worksheet, what exactly we want to achieve. So virtual server, the name of the virtual server which we are going to use it vs_http_Nitin. You can give the any name, but it should be as per the best practice. We should understand the name. See, vs says it's virtual server, HTTP says we are doing it for HTTP protocol, and Nitin says like it's a project description, it is for the project Nitin or for Nitin. So virtual server name will be vs_http_Nitin, virtual IP on which your internet traffic is coming. So LTM will be listening on this virtual IP 100.100.100.111 and port will be 80. Pool name again pl_http_Nitin. Member 1, which is a server number 1, will be 172.16.10.11 port 80, 172.16.10.12 port 80 and 10.13 port 80. So these three servers we are using for the load balancing. So we have configured these three servers in a pool, and this pool we are going to associate with this virtual server. So any request from the outside coming to this virtual IP 100.100.111, it should go to 10.11, 12 and 13 as per the load balancing method which we will define. So here is the scenario. From this machine 100.11 we will access virtual IP, that is 100.100.100.111 on port 80, and this F5 will do a load balancing as per the pool members. So the member 1, member 2, member 3. First request should go to the 10.11, second request should go to the 10.12, third request will go to the 10.13, and fourth request will again go to the 10.11. So let us start the configuring F5 box. Let me log into the box. Admin is the default username and password. It's default one. Go to the local traffic section, and there are pools. You can see there are no pools are configured, and virtual servers, there were no virtual servers. So pools, let me create the pool pl underscore http underscore Nathan. We are going to keep all the things default. We'll learn these things in the next upcoming videos. Load balancing method round robin, which is the default one, will keep as it is, and the new members, so the member servers will add 172.16.10.11 will be listening on port number 80. So add, so this is my first server, 12 this is second server, and 13 will be my third server. So these are the three servers which we are going to use. Finished. Cool. So we have created the pool. Now we'll create the virtual server, local traffic virtual server section. Click on the create, and there will be a name, vs underscore http underscore. You can give any name, but as I said, it should be a proper name as per the best practices. The destination, that is virtual IP on which this FI is, will keep listening. So 100.100.100.111 will be a public IP which will be listening on port number 80. We'll keep all these things default. We'll see later. Now the default pool will assign the pool which we created in the earlier slides. Finished. So we have created the pool. You can go to the network map, show map, and here we'll see the full map. All the virtual server pools we can see in a single window, that is in the network map. Now click on the pool. In this pool you can go to the statistics, and you can see the statistics of the pool. So there are 0 connections right now. Now we'll try to generate some traffic. Let us try to access 100.100.100.11 from the outside machine, that is internet user. Now let me access HTTP. Let me open a private browsing so that the cookies will not impact. http://100.100.100.111. So this is my first HTTP request to the virtual IP, and we are landed on to the server number 1, which is 172.16.10.11. Let us verify, refresh, and you can see that the first request has gone to the server number 1. Now the second request should go to the server number 2. Let us verify it. Let me close this window. http://100.100.100.111. Now we landed onto the server number 2. Second request. A third request, http://100.100.100.111. Now we are landed into the server number 3. So load, as per the load balancing round robin, it is working perfect. Just under the statistics, refresh the page, and we can see one request, this is second request, and this is third request. Now the fourth request should again go to the server number 1. Let us verify it. http://100.100.100.111. Now we are again landed onto the server number 1. Let us verify it, refresh, and yes, now this is the second request, fourth request, which is again on the server number 1. The fifth request will go to the next server, and so on. So this is the load balancing, round robin load balancing, and this is the lab which shows how to create the virtual server pools and how to associate them with each other. I would like to thank you for viewing this video. Thank you.